You want to get a little instruction manual? Okay. So, I'm going to just do this the way that I like to do it. Let's just start with ice. Okay, so you wash your hands. Different types of smoothie fluids. The afternoon smoothie session.
So you should say, what's up, Dave?
It's good. I think you're gonna like it.
Oh, it's real good.
It's creamy.
Like a potato, but you're vertical instead of horizontal. You know, it holds the speakers nicely. It keeps the sub down low and the leaders up high, so it creates a more three-dimensional sound stage. Also, just like having vertical orientation makes you more visible, which is good for safety and also for fun. And then there's also the seat on the back, so you can have another human back there. And that one also has the electric assist, which is more just, you know, to keep it going when you've got 3 people and a giant speaker built into it. The bike by itself weighs like 200 pounds, is what Paul says. But you get 2 people pedaling, so that helps. You know. Yeah, it's really cool, actually. Doing the stiff rock.
All right, how you guys feeling out there? So these next few bands, as the night progresses on, we're gonna have to cycle. Get it? Cycle. We gotta cycle out the folks out on the bikes. So right now, I think folks are on the bikes maybe 5, 6 songs. But some of these bands are gonna need more juice. So it's gonna be more of a sprint. So we're gonna be cycling people off onto the bikes. That's one thing.
Go hard for a couple songs, alright? This one wants to stay around the top of the green.
A couple years ago, I met a band, the Ginger Ninjas, and they tour by bike and they power all of their electrical needs and actually take all their instruments on bikes, similar to that Extracycle. After the Bike Music Festival last summer, I just started to think like we need to have a system like this in our community to be able to, you know, support events around town. So definitely starting with the University of Oregon and the campus here, and then slowly branch from there.
And it's definitely going to be the best because it has these supports. And this is the generator. It's a wheelchair motor. And then this is the modification that we had to do on these in the shop in Berkeley, because there's forces when you hinge down on the rear wheels. There's a spreading force, and that can cause a lot of like it can make it feel too squishy overall. So with the gusset, it strengthens it. That's more like a motorcycle swing arm.
And will this be a trailer as well?
Yeah.
This will be like the...
This is the axle. Or this is the bike that works. The tow arm is the bike that works.
I started to think that, and I'm not the only one, but I started to think, well, I think that's fantastic if you have this mobile bike crew of musicians that are going from city to city, but wouldn't it be fantastic if when they landed in some of these major metropolitan areas that they even had a bigger system that we can augment the local music scene but also support the traveling music scene. So, you know, the traveling bikers, they can set up a venue anywhere. But once they come into, you know, a town like Eugene or Portland or Seattle, I think it'd be fantastic, which it's actually happening. I mean, it's happening all around us.
All right, we're gonna head over. Well, you taking a left?
I kind of wanted to go see the build out.
Black Ground Hook.
Yeah, I really think what the idea is just to, I mean, I was definitely moved a few years ago when I first met these guys, and then just the progression. So mine's going to be pretty short, and I do want to discuss about the grant. Several grants that the bike program has access to get this going, to get it in our community, and then pretty much hand it over, because I know you will have a lot more technical answers for the questions that may come up. So I have no idea what we're expecting. Could be pretty small, it could get, who knows?
And that reminds me of one of my favorite things to do, which is to make smoothies. Like when the smoothie, I mixed it up on the back of my bike. I'm like blended smoothie. Don't get offended if your smoothie's by blended. I got a passion for party crashing, my ration out is to cash in on my charm and on my fashion. And in addition, I should mention that I'm on a mission to take position in your kitchen and to start enriching the nutrition of the roosters and the chickens that your body got a booster in my picture, and I wanna pour it. But before we tell the story, we got it a 5 little fingers to the door. Y'all put my fingers in a fist and I flex at the wrist and make that knock knock sound, and then I listen. But inside is quiet like the Detroit Pistons. Got the roots to my hometown season. I ain't talking about no candies. I'm mixing it up on the back of my bike. I'm mixing it up on the back of my bike. Like a smoothie. Don't get offended if your smoothie's right blended. Alright. Very good. Alright, thank you, Jay. There's this steady, low hum of gears turning that reminds me, the speaker, not to waste his effort with bullshit. Okay? And we hope that pedal power will become that, and that there will be a scene around it. And I'm talking about 100, 200 people enjoying music, dancing, feeling that community experience, maybe hopefully hearing music that was coming from the local community, where the musicians were able to bike there or take public transportation. So there's something interesting happening when you've got hundreds of people voluntarily gathering in a festival setting and enjoying an experience that doesn't require much energy. It's cool that Eugene is now having a pedal power stage, and that this stop is just one stop on the way from, say, Vancouver to Mexico, that a bicycle touring musician could take as a route. Tomorrow, when 5 of us, or 5 people from the general public, are pedaling all day tomorrow at that festival, they will save, in today's cost of energy, about 30 to 50 cents. And if you relate that to the to what most of us want to make per hour when we work at a job, it's not in the same ballpark. So, does that mean that this is all bogus? No, it doesn't mean that this is all bogus. And the reason why is that pedaling is good. Pedaling feels good. And ordinary people don't always remember that. But when we get ordinary people to pedal at our events, then they start remembering how good it feels to pedal. And then they start replacing car trips with bicycle trips. And that's when dollars and cents really matter. This is all about changing the culture and emphasizing the local and things that one can bike to. So even though the cost savings of us pedaling at tomorrow's event is going to be on the order of 25 to 50 cents, the impact is huge. And think about the impact on future generations of music events where the overall volume level is lower, but the community vibe is so much stronger because there's so many people involved, there's so much going on, there's so many ways to plug in. That's where the impact can truly be felt.
I seem to be stuck in a parking lot. Somebody went down to the local. We like to ruin your expectations of what bike culture is or has ever been before. I get up on these 45. Ain't nobody gonna run away with a thing tonight. We're rolling through the club with direct tonight. Hey, microphone check, cause I passed the code check. This party's dead, now let me resurrect. Wireless S to the E is the weapon. Take me through through the dance, don't let the beat stay here. I wanna rock you to the core. Come to that night while the East Coast snore. Look like a tourist.
Call no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Our festival is tomorrow, all day at the EMU Amphitheater. Come on, our bike ride.
Now. Guys, bike link. Now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We're still marching.
Hey, guys, doing his job. He's doing his job. Wait, green light. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. About a half an hour after the Greenlander set here, we're gonna break down a little bit and do a live on bike ride through town. So I can explain a little bit more about that live on bike. LR Bowl, the two-seater upright tandem, will have 2 to 3 performers performing live on the bicycle, amplified with a bassist on the back, transmitted through a UHF transmitter and a receiver to another JBL. So we'll be able to be on the front end, the back end to really encapsulate the mobile bike party. And we're gonna have to be a little cautious and a little careful as to how we navigate through town. But we are gonna have a good time. Is that right?
Disregard the signs that tell me to stop. I like raising hairs, riding downstairs. You what's this life worth if you ain't got no flair? In the saddle, a pound on my pedals. My grip's all rubber and my brake is metal. I swam off the curb and I kissed out gently. Gotta have my bike and drive my Bentley. And when I got to Harvard, I thought it would be the same. That I could keep on riding, playing my favorite game. But the situation here isn't really that kind. I was shocked that it made when I first saw the final. There ain't nobody to me.
This is
Like the power. Going the wrong way, man. I can tell. I didn't get the memo. Woo!
Sitting at the corner, we carry Coca-Cola. Just some butter, sitting at the corner. All right, put a hard car. How about some high stuff, Jerry? Moving it underground. I like public transportation. Moving my body from station to station. Moving it underground. I rock public transportation. Moving my body from station to station. Moving it underground. I hear the sound of the city. And ain't it a pity, but you're stuck in your Mercedes, trying to roll it. What a commercial, they extol it. And 0 to 60 ain't so relevant anymore. How about 0 to 10, that's what you're paying for? Stuck at the toll booth, getting indignant, spewing the fumes that make my cells malignant. You change the pigment of every pigeon. It's such a simple decision, just don't do it. Don't pump the fluid into it, and if you're cool with the earth, then you know what it's worth. Taking a few extra minutes to get to work. Yeah, power, pedal power. We like the beast turning later on scour. Just so funky, later on scour the gun off the cast iron pen. We're unbelievable, like Tuesday noon sirens, and we don't drive sirens. We don't run the record sponsored by car companies, rather I talk to real time. It's not that I'm flipped out cursing, give it my cursing. It's not original version. We like to ride long distances, carry heavy loads, remember the body says it don't look like I tell it's true. Got to do a gig unpaid, ride across town, set up the pedal power stage. This is the hour and the age, rock the bike rider. This is what the didgeridoo, cause one day the power might just cut on you too. Rock the bike rider, where you riding to? When you got with you rolling with you on your crew. Did you pack maracas over ditch? Some food from the fridge, some Buddha in the middle. Young bike rappers, this song about how you feel. Make it down bite size, make it rap soggy folk. Down look good. R&B that make a bounce for the come high culture worldwide, Cali to Senegal. That's nothing but listening, rocking the foot, exploding the rhythm. Between the everyday and the cosmic, getting to the inner workings that make your clock tick. I get the feeling that some people are revealing the layers of the onion. I'm peeling back and I'm feeling that whenever I put some time into music, it helps me express and reduces the bullshit. Every hour that I spend on music, every hour that I spend on music, every hour that I spend on music make me feel alive. Every hour that I spend on music. Let's go power some more music. How you feel about that? United, I provide to them. You can't F with it, you know what it is. No, you can't F with it like a new pet.